Hello friends, this is the second time that I am recording this video. The previous time I had some audio problem. Now I want to explain to you how to use the style adapter in ComfyUI. For using the style adapter, you have to download some models from the internet and place them in some specific folder, and now I will tell you. Go to the GitHub page that I have placed the link for the T2i adapter, and after opening this page, you should click on the download model and click on the Hugging Face, this link. Okay, this page will be open. Go to the file and version, click on the models and download all the files in this folder. After downloading all the files in this folder, only you have to place the T2i adapter style and co-adapter style files in the style folder. This is the folders for your model. Okay, so find the style model and place the co-adapter and T2i style file in the style model. And after that, go to the control net model and place all other files in control net model, control net folder. Okay, it's all. Instead of placing these models, also you have to download the clip vision from the link in the description. And after downloading the clip vision, you should go to go to your folders and open the clip vision and place this file, pytorch underline model.bin. Okay, you have to place that also in this folder. After that, you can start the process. Okay, open your ComfyUI and you can see this workflow in my ComfyUI. I will explain everything from zero, but here this is a sample. This is the style that I have, and this is the depth map, and this one is the sketch. And in this workflow, it is trying to make a character with this pattern. Okay, and now we can see the result. It's in processing, and after processing we can see the result. Already I have 8 batch in my latent, so it can take about 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, it's ready. You can see the result here. It generates all these images. It extracts the character from the depth map and also the sketch, and it generates these characters but with some special clothing, and the clothing is coming from the pattern that we defined. And if you look at to my prompt, you can figure out that I didn't write any prompt. Why? Because we have the clip vision. Okay, let me show you. Okay, this is the clip vision. Okay, so at first I want to explain the data flow. Okay, so the clip vision is analyzing the image. Okay, and it is sending the data, okay, and the result to the clip vision encode. The clip vision encode sending the data to the apply style model. Okay, and it is using the style adapter here. And with the information that here we have, the system can understand, okay, it's a style, okay, and it has a description. Okay, this is the style, and they want to use this style in our image. And what is our image? Our image is coming from these two control net. One of them is for sketch and one other is for depth map. So it can understand it's a human, and this is the pattern, and because this is a fabric pattern, so it can be used for covering and using for clothing. This is all. Okay, so the clip vision analyzing the input, a style is trying to transfer the input to the model, and with these two information we are telling to the stable diffusion that we have a human with this dimension. In the website, here in the website of the T2i, you can see the sample, and it's exactly here. And you can see also they did test with some other thing. Here we have another test. They used a sketch of a motorcycle and only one image style. And after that, it tried to generate a motorcycle with these styles. Let me do a test. Okay, but before that, I want to clear my screen and start from 0. Okay, so let me open a ComfyUI tab and load the default workflow. I am loading the default workflow and I am deleting everything in prompt. Okay, I'm selecting these nodes. For selecting these nodes, you should press the Ctrl, drag, and hold Shift and move your nodes. Okay, and a little these nodes. 768 because, excuse me. Okay, adjust my resolution, and now I want to load the control net for defining the character. Okay, how can I load the control net? Double click on the screen, click on control net. Okay, you can see here control net loader, and from this menu, at first select the sketch, click on the node, and after that release the mouse, load another control net, apply control net, and load the image. Which image here is the image that we need? Okay, this is the image that we need, and also it needs a conditioning, and the conditioning is coming from the clip text encode. After that, again, we need to add another control net. So copy here, change this time to the co-adapter depths, and connect the conditioning to conditioning. When you want to use the style adapter, it's very, very, very important to use also the co-adapter for analyzing the sketch or the depth map. You can use other control net from here, from this list, okay? But it will be very, very complicated for your software to analyze the data. Because when you are using the co-adapter sketch, co-adapter depths, and co-adapter style, they can working together very, very perfect. So let me do that. It needs image. Let me load image for the depth map. Okay. So here I have the depth map and control net. Now I want start to load the style model. So I am double click, write style model apply. It has one conditioning, so the conditioning is going here, and after that it is going to positive. Okay, it need to another input, style model, and also clip vision output. Release the mouse and load the style model. Here you can see two style model, and I prefer to use the co-adapter style. And from clip vision output, you have to add another node, clip vision encode. For clip vision encode, you need to add another node, load clip vision, and load the PyTorch. And also it need a image, so add image here, and trying to load your pattern or your style in the clip vision encode. Everything is ready. Press Q. So it's trying to load the checkpoint. Actually, I forgot to change my checkpoint, but I prefer the realistic vision. And it's trying after that to load the clip vision. It is analyzing the model and it's going to the sampler. And here you can see it generates a human with some clothing, and the pattern on the clothing is very similar to the style. Okay, now I want to change my checkpoint to the realistic vision. I'm using the realistic vision version 4 with VAE. And for the sampler, I prefer the DPM++2M SDE GPU and the Keras for the scheduler, and press Q. The model is loaded and it's trying to generate the image. Okay, here is the result. So it's working very, very perfect. Let me increase the batch size. And yes, here you can see that it tried to make and use that pattern on the human body. I didn't use any prompt. Everything is empty and all the information are coming from these images. And for example, if you change the pattern, for example, to something like this, I'm not sure what will be happen, but I want to test that. This time it generated a human with something like that pattern, and everything is very symmetrical and very nice and very artistical. So maybe you can change that pattern for the style and get some other result. Okay, after doing test on the human, let me do one more test in this video. For example, let me try to use this pattern, this style. Okay. You can see that it understands that the background is something like blue and the clothing has so many small pattern. And it's very nice. Okay, so this time I want to do a test on this motorcycle. So first I have to change my resolution. For the motorcycle, I don't have any depth map, so I can delete the control net for the depth map, or also I can change the strange to 0. So let me load the sketch of the motorcycle, and this time, and let me close this node because I don't want to make it busy for you. Oh, maybe I delete that, it's better. So now only I have one control net for coadapter sketch and one style model, and press Q. Again, I didn't use any prompt. Okay, from the motorcycle only I can see two wheels and the other parts are not visible here. So now I am trying to increase the string and do one outer cue. So this time you can see some part of the motorcycle that are very similar. Yes, you can see them. And it tried to make a cake like motorcycle. And if I increase the string, it will be more similar to the motorcycle. Okay, so it was working well. And let me do one test with a salad. Okay. And let me see what will be happen. Okay, great. We have the motorcycle here and it made by some foods. And if I change the string, I think we can get some different result. Oh, yes, this time I think it's better and more artistical. You can play with these parameters and after that you can take the decision that which one could be better for you. And this time instead of using a salad, I want to use this pattern. And let's cue the prompt. Oh, it's something new and completely different. By the way, it's interesting for me. You can do any test and you can take decision that which one can work for you. Don't forget to use co-adapters with a style. If you want to use a style and get the best result, I am suggesting to use the co-adapters. For example, here now I use the co-adapter sketch and I have many other things, but working with co-adapter sketch is easier for the control net and for the T2i adapter, and they can get better match. Okay, in the next video, I want to show you some tricks because I made some artwork with text effect. I will share them with you. And yes, see you in the next video. Bye.